Welcome, everybody. How's everybody doing today? Holy cow, there's a blast from the past. What's up, God loves me? Mr. Relax and Relaxer, how you doing? Sonia, how you doing? Did you make it through today, Sonia, without breaking anything? You still in the running for Employee of the Month? What's up, JR? You still in the running for Employee of the Month? What's up, KK? Yeah, today's the last day of the work month for Sonia. She made it through the day. All right. Maybe she's going to be Employee of the Month. Hey, Aurora, how you doing? Amazing Maisie. How's everything up in Maine? I think y'all are kind of cool today, aren't you? I saw earlier today, it looked like it was cool up in Maine. They were showing on the national weather, it was in the 50s. Doing okay, Jay. How you doing? Folks, it's hot. It's hot in South Carolina. It done got summertime down here. Done got summertime. It's kind of cloudy out there right now, so it's cooled off a little bit. It's cooled down to 94 degrees. And the feel like temperature is 106. It was 110, but it's cooled down to 106 now. So it's cooled off a little bit. But about an hour and a half ago, it was 110 feel like temperature. Hot in Atlanta. I bet it is. Yeah, I saw on the national weather, it looked like you had cooled off some. Amazing, Maisie. KK says got 2 cucumbers. Awesome. I love cucumbers. I absolutely love cucumbers. I truly do. Cucumbers are one of my favorite things out of the garden. The problem is, though, I like to put salt on cucumbers. I'm not supposed to eat salt anymore, but I like to put salt on the cucumber. Same thing with my watermelon. Watermelon and cantaloupe, I put salt on those, and cucumbers, I put salt on cucumbers also. But the doctor told me not to ever pick up a salt shaker again. So I try not to. Yeah, we did. We're going to be cooler this weekend, then the heat returns next week. Gotcha, amazing. Lord, I should have cleaned my glasses before I went on the live stream. I had to go out to the store. I got all hot and sweaty. I should have cleaned my glasses. It was hot when I come out of that grocery store. It was hot. Salt and vinegar on cucumbers. Yeah, I don't like vinegar. So I just put salt on just a raw cucumber. I do not like vinegar. A lot of people love that salt and vinegar, but I just don't like the taste of vinegar. I never have liked vinegar. Growing up my whole life, I've never liked vinegar. Everybody used to, that's why my grandma and my mama fixed collard greens and spinach and stuff. They'd fix it and then they'd pour vinegar on it. And I just absolutely hate it. I don't even like to smell it. Don't even like the smell of it. Plus, it takes my breath away. Those salt and vinegar potato chips, I tried them one time, and I put one chip in my mouth. It took my breath away and choked me. So I can't even eat the salt and vinegar chips. So they're not for me. They are not. So what's everybody up to the weekend, y'all? Who's got plans? Anybody got plans for the weekend? Sonia said, those are my favorite. It must be a Jersey thing. Must be a Jersey thing. That's all I can say, Sonia. Yeah, I can't handle the vinegar. I'm not a vinegar kind of guy. That's why I don't like this barbecue here in South Carolina, nor the barbecue in Eastern North Carolina. That I don't like the vinegar in it. Working on my relaxing videos this weekend. I got you. Yeah, you can't use that same emoji over and over and over. YouTube don't like that. Appreciate the like and the share, Arlene Verdita. I think it's supposed to quit raining over there in the Philippines. I don't know if it's quit yet, but I was reading their weather earlier today and it looked like they were going to quit raining. But they're going under the lockup. They're going back under lockup on August the 16th, or the August the 6th. I'm sorry. August the 6th. Over in the Philippines, they are going back under the lockup. Did they release that new album? I know they said they had a bunch of unreleased songs, KK. I didn't know they'd released them or not. Yeah, I didn't know if they had released it yet or not. They say he's got it. Some of the people that have heard the music said that some of his music that was not released was some of his best songs. I do not know that for sure because I have not read any of it, but that's what they say anyway. Some of the people that were close and knew about it, but apparently there's a whole vault. From what I understand, what I read about it, it looked like there was a whole vault of unreleased music that he never released. So, yep, there's supposed to be a whole bunch of it. A whole bunch of unreleased Prince songs. But I guess we'll see how much of it they release. I guess they'll release a little bit of it to start out to see what kind of or how well it does. They'll probably see how well this first part does, and then they've got all the rest of that they can release later on. It's called Welcome to America. Gotcha, KK. But that'll be interesting. I wonder who inherited his stuff. You're from up there, KK. Who inherited, or seem to know a lot about it. Who inherited his stuff, KK, when he passed away? Jay, we don't drop links here. We don't normally drop links, Jay. And we don't use the word connect. Yeah, we don't use the word connect. YouTube watches me like a hawk. They watch me like a hawk, Jay. You can't ask people to come to your channel. That's against community guidelines. That'll get me in trouble. Get me in trouble. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that does, KK. Like I say, I do not know who inherited all of his music and all of that. I don't know if he had a foundation or if he left it to a family member. I have no idea. I don't remember what they said back when he passed away on who was over his estate or nothing. Hopefully the darn lawyers didn't get it all. That's what I hope. I hope the lawyers didn't get it all. But I just don't know. I just don't know. But yeah, I think isn't Nas on vacation, y'all? Didn't Nas head out on vacation this week? I think. Or today, maybe it was today Nas headed out. Absolutely, Aurora. Absolutely, Aurora. Hey, Brooklyn chick, how in the world you doing today? Appreciate you stopping by. How you doing? Got to pull that down there a little bit. Had a glare on the chat. What you up to this weekend, Brooklyn chick? Anything good? Yep, even got old stuff on there to Prince. Gotcha. Yeah, I can't believe I can't remember who took over his estate. Y'all want to hear something crazy? I heard, I don't know if it's true or not. I read it somewhere in my travels through the reading news and articles on my phone. I heard that the Elvis Presley estate is in trouble. Has anybody heard that? Yeah, I heard that his estate is in trouble, money-wise. I don't know. I'm doing great, Brooklyn chick. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Brooklyn said, yes, I'm single to mingle. I hear you, Brooklyn chick. Bloodbound. Sing about dragons and darkness. Let me write that down. Bloodbound. Where are they from, Aurora? What country are they from? Bloodbound. I'll have to check that out. Aurora comes in swinging with a new band that the Hillbillies never heard of. There you go. You never know what you're going to find out on here, y'all. You just never know what you're going to find out on here. Everybody says I don't have topics. Shoot, we have topics every day. I just never know which topics are going to be. Yeah, I read somewhere, KK, that said that his estate, Elvis's estate, was in financial trouble. I do not know that I don't know that. I don't have no inside scoop on that, but I did read that somewhere. Oh, they're from Sweden? I got you, Aurora. I should have known that. I should have guessed that, Aurora. I should have guessed Sweden. KK, I hadn't heard you say whether your dad's been to the casino lately. Has he been to the casino lately? Oh, I forgot to drop the link. Paste. Chat. There's the link. I forgot to drop the link earlier. My bad. I'm a little discombobulated today. I ended up going to the store late this afternoon, and I ended up on the phone talking to one of my friends on the phone. And then I come back and had to put the groceries up and then get ready for the live stream. I'm usually a little bit more organized than I am today. Usually a little bit more organized. So I guess they're having the big concert up in Chicago, Illinois this weekend, y'all. I read an article about that today. Lollapalooza or something like that. Whatever that big concert is they have up in Chicago is going on. So I guess that's going on this weekend. They said there was a lot of people there. I'd like to go to that big concert they have over in, I think it's in England, y'all. I can't even think of the name of it now. But I'd like to go see that big outdoor concert they have over there. I'm pretty sure it's in England. Went 2 days ago to casino, did okay. I got you. Yeah, that big concert over in, I think it's England. I don't think it's Ireland or Scotland. Maybe it is Scotland. No, I want to say it's in England. I can't remember. If Dude Love was in here, he would know. There's Dude Love right there. Dude Love, where's that big concert they have over there? Is it in England or Scotland? I may have lost my mind. Well, dude, when you go looking for yours, see if you can find mine. When you go looking for yours, see if you can find mine. Because I lost mine a long time ago. A long time ago. But yeah, I'd like to go to that big outdoor concert they have in England or Scotland, wherever. It must be, no, it's Scotland. Is it Glastonbury or something like that? In Scotland. I was saying it's that Glastonbury or whatever it is. Isn't that in Scotland where they have that big rock concert at? Matt Brooks says Reading England. KK says Isle of Wight. I was thinking that big concert was called Glastonbury or something like that. That might be in Scotland. Vermont said it is in Glastonbury. That's what I thought it was. I couldn't remember where it was at there for a minute. Matt Brooks says Reading Festival. I got you. Now I'm talking about the big rock and roll concert they have. It's in Glass. I don't know if you say Glastonbury or Glastonbury, Scotland. I watched that on TV one time. I think that would be pretty cool. I think that would be pretty cool. Angler Allen, what in the world's going on, my friend? How you doing? Hope you're feeling good, being safe, doing well. Oh, yeah, dude. That's pretty cool. You're getting there, Vermont. Slowly but surely, you're getting there. You guys can't see that very well because of the glare. Y'all still can't see it very well because of the glare. Vermont's getting there slowly but surely over to the dark side. Slowly but surely, he's getting to the dark side. That's pretty awesome, dude. That's pretty awesome. You did good. You did good for an old Vermont hillbilly. Hang around and said, I've been extremely busy, doing great. Glad to hear it, my friend. Stay safe. Stay safe out there. Yeah, there you go. He's getting there. One of these days, I might actually let him into this mind. His painting will completely change if he ever gets into here. I've only shown around the edges. If I ever let what's in here out, his painting will be, y'all won't believe what he'll be painting. Yeah, if he ever gets in this mind, there's no telling what his paintings are going to look like. I'm just saying, 50 plus. How in the world you doing, my friend? I hope you're staying safe 50 plus, and I hope everything is going well for you, my friend. Thank you so much for dropping in and saying hello. Thank you. Thank you very much, my friend. I hope you're doing well. Hope everybody's getting ready to have a big weekend. I know here in South Carolina, y'all, I think this weekend or next weekend is it. Summer's over for the kids. I think they're heading back to school. Not next week, but week after next. I think the kids go back to school here in South Carolina. I heard that somewhere. I'm doing okay, 50 plus. I'm doing okay. Falling apart on all kinds of medication now because I turned 29 this year, so I had to get on the blood pressure medicine and the cholesterol medicine and the prostate medicine and all that good stuff. It's what happens when you turn 29, 50 plus. But yeah, I think the kiddos go back to school, not this week, but the next week. I think school starts back up here in South Kakalaki. Yepers. I don't know about y'all, but I swear this year is flying by, y'all. Last year seemed like it drug by, but this year, to me, this year is flying by. And I ain't got that many left. It needs to slow down a little bit. It needs to slow down a little bit. Yeah, I had to get off that Propel water 50 plus. I'm using Crystal Light in bottled water now. That Propel had too much sodium in it. I wasn't paying attention to it 50 plus, and it gave me kidney stones. So I had to quit drinking the Propel water. It got the best of me, brother. Got the best of me. So anybody got anything going this weekend? I know Sonia and Jim's going to the going to the campground this weekend. Hopefully the weather turns out good for them. Hopefully the weather turns out well. No thunderstorms, and maybe it'll be cool for Sonia's gig. I know one thing, I sure wouldn't want to be out in the heat like we got down here right now. Like I say, the feel like it's cooled off to 106. A couple hours ago, it was 110 feel like temperature. So we've actually cooled off a little bit. But it's hot. It's still hot, y'all. KK said, yes, this year this month flew by. Yep. What? Sonia's unsupervised tonight? Oh, Lord, that means the fire department will be calling. The gosh darn fire department will be calling in the middle of the night tonight. Vermont, don't turn your phone off tonight. Keep it on. So when the fire department calls you, I put you down as the first contact person, Vermont. So don't turn your phone off tonight, because they'll be calling and waking me up. I put you as the first contact, and I put me as the second contact. So don't turn your phone off tonight. Sonia's unsupervised, and she'll be building the fire. 85. I hear you, 50 plus. Yeah, our temperature's 94, but the feel like is 106 right now. Oh my God, there's the meanest woman on YouTube. There's the meanest woman on YouTube to the old hillbilly. Oh, I have news for you, SF Rose. You're always putting me down the dirt road, kicking rocks. Well, guess what? They're out here surveying the dirt road, and it looks like maybe they're getting ready to pave the road. So you can't put me down the dirt road kicking rocks no more. So there you go. You need to come down here and spend the summer in South Carolina, SF Rose. You need to come out here and sit out on the back deck in the middle of summer down here. You can fry eggs on the wooden deck. I'll send you somewhere else. See how she treats me? Y'all see how she treats me? Well, I spent summers in Southeast Asia too, SF Rose. But it gets just as hot here in South Carolina as it does in Southeast Asia. Oh, that's right. You spent a summer in Jamaica. I know who you were staying with. I bet I can guess who you were staying with. Vermont. Can you guess? What's your guess, Vermont, on who she was staying with when she spent a summer down there? What's your guess, Vermont Paint? I know what my guess is. I know what my first guess would be. Yeah, right. In the blue room, SF Rose. SF Rose was in the blue room. I stayed in an apartment on the beach. Vermont says, I will not get in the middle, but geez. Yeah, I bet it was in the blue room. For real. This was many years ago. How expensive is it down there, SF Rose? Is it really expensive down there, or can you find cheap places? I know a lot of people go there and say it's expensive. And then I've heard a lot of people go and say it's cheap. I really don't know what the real story is because I've never been there. I never went to Jamaica. As a matter of fact, in the Caribbean, the only place I ever been is St. Lucia. That's the only place I ever been was St. Lucia. Oh, 2 years ago. Oh, my bad. My bad. Living in the blue room. Living in the blue room. I had a connection from a friend's dad who owned it. So it was maybe $500 for the month. $500 a month. That's still kind of high, though. That's still kind of high compared to Southeast Asia. Yeah, that's a little high compared to Southeast Asia. $500 a month in Southeast Asia will get you a whole bunch. Yeah, that'll get you a whole bunch over in Southeast Asia. $500 a month. Rent costs. Yeah, that'll get you a bunch over there. And a kitchen and the beach right out the door. I hear you. Yeah, there's guys living in Southeast Asia that they live on $500 to $750 a month every day of their lives. And a pool. And a pool, she says. Well, there you go. There you go. Living oceanfront. Had a swimming pool and everything. She says it had a kitchen, but I bet she didn't do no cooking. And I got free food because another friend was a hotel manager at an all-inclusive resort right up the road. Well, ain't you just special, SF Rose? Ain't you just special? Why didn't you take me with you? Hey, Crystal Pets and Plants and free drink. Why didn't you take me? Oh, and you got to see the concerts at the hotel. I bet you were there seeing somebody sing. I'll bet you were there watching that singer. SF Rose said I did cook sometimes. Heating something up in the microwave's not cooking. Heating something up in the microwave is not cooking, SF Rose. Well, you should have known me, SF Rose. You should have came looking for me for a long time. Yeah, I bet that's where you met that singer. That's what I'm saying. Now it all comes together. Now it all comes together. Living in the beachfront apartment on the ocean with the swimming pool, hanging out at the all-inclusive resort is where she met the singer at. Now the plot thickens. Might have to do some investigative reporting on this one right here. Here, and I told you next time we go, you're more than welcome to come too. I hear you, young lady. Yeah, the plot thickens. I might have to send out some investigative reporters to get to the bottom of this. Or I could just make up a story about it. I'll probably just make up a story about it instead of investigating the truth. I'll probably just make something up. That's when people call you fibbers. They say you're making stuff up. They call you a fibber. I'm using the nice word fibber. They really call you something that starts with an L. and ends in an R. Don't. Yeah, I've never been to Jamaica. Thought about it one time. But the reason we didn't go to Jamaica was because we were able to go to St. Lucia cheaper than Jamaica many, many, many moons ago. So that's why we ended up going to St. Lucia. SF Rose said, it's fun. Yeah, Vermont. Not really, but thanks for the offer. What's that one beer they got down there, SF Rose? Is that where is it Red Stripe? Something like that? Red Stripe beer? Is that from Jamaica? But a lot of people staying at the resort we were at in St. Lucia were from England and Trinidad, Tobago. There was a lot of people there at the resort that were from Trinidad, Tobago, and a bunch of people from England were there. As a matter of fact, we were the only people from the United States that were there. Red Stripe. Not something like that. It is Red Stripe. Well, on you. That's Red Stripe's motto. I miss those commercials. But yeah, we were the only people at the resort. We stayed in an all-inclusive resort in St. Lucia, but we were the only Americans that were there. There was a ton of British people there. A bunch of British rugby players had brought their families over there for vacation. Them some big old youngins. Them are some big old youngins, them rugby players. What's up, Dragoon Gaming? How you doing today, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, them rugby players are huge, y'all. Yeah, I would invite SF Rose up to the panel tonight, but since I don't like her, I'm not inviting her up on the panel today. So there you go. I would have invited her up here on the panel today, but nah, I decided not to. I guess Neil Court's still mad at me too. I guess Neil's still mad at me. Hey, by the way, we got 14 people in here. Could all 14 of y'all either hit the thumbs up or thumbs down? Either one. Either one. Thumbs up or thumbs down. My analytics look pretty bad. You know, I get like 111, 114 people in here and only get like 14 thumbs up or thumbs down. That's probably why they don't recommend my channel. It's because I don't get enough thumbs up or thumbs down. Appreciate it, Matt. Yeah, that's why I didn't invite you up on the panel today, SF Rose. Because I knew you'd come up here and be mean to me. I knew you would come up here and be mean to me. So there, I nipped that in the bud up front. Up front, that got nipped in the bud. Thank you for that thumbs down. I appreciate it. I get a lot of those, but it still counts as participation. It still counts as participation if you hit that thumbs down. Sonia's escaped. Can y'all believe it? Sonia might have a chance at Employee of the Month. She didn't break anything. Nah, that ain't happening, Matt. I'd block them. Yep, Sonya made it through the last day of the month and didn't break anything. So she might make Pacholi, Dragoon Gaming, Pacholi, ain't it? Isn't that the Italian guy, Pacholi? I might be wrong. I'm just guessing, but Pacholi, I think. I was thinking it was Pacholi. Pachuli? I thought it was Pacholi. I have no idea, but I thought it was Pacholi. I might be wrong. I thought I was wrong one time. I really did. I thought I was wrong one time, but come to find out, I was wrong about that. So, yeah. If that happened to happen, I'd be perfect. I still ain't figured out how I turned out so sweet, nice, innocent, and naive. I still cannot figure out how I turned out so sweet, nice, and naive. SF Rose says I'm always wrong. See? Always tells me I'm wrong. Always putting the hillbilly down. Always putting the hillbilly down. You know what it is? I think she's prejudiced. I think she's prejudiced against hillbillies. That's what it comes down to. I got to go react to his videos, and people kept guessing his name from. Yeah, I think she's prejudiced against hillbillies. I think that's what it is. I think that might be the problem. But yeah, the Philippines going under lockdown, y'all. August the 6th. They're going back under the lockdown. The lockdown again. Not the strongest one, but the next to the highest lockdown. Starting August the 6th. But at least people around the world are pumping in some preventions over there to that part of the world. United States, Japan, Korea, China, Russia. Everybody is pumping in the preventions over there, which is a good thing. I mean, I think their population is like 105 million. 105 million. But yeah, I don't know about you guys, but if they offer prevention number 3, if I can be first in line, I'll be first in line to get it too. If they offer it. If they offer number 3, I'll be first in line to get it. I will. I know our VA hospital here in Columbia, South Carolina, there for a long time, they were only offering Moderna, is what they were saying. But now I think they're offering Pfizer and Moderna at our VA facility. But yeah, if they authorize number 3, I'll be getting number 3. Wow, there's a stranger. What's up, stranger? Eric Garcia. Yeah, SF Rose. By the time you get down your country hillbilly road, you'll be waiting in a long line. Yeah. At least I don't have a road named after me like you do, SF Rose. They have streets named after you, SF Rose. They have streets named after you. Yeah, it is, SF Rose. That is very funny. It is funny, SF Rose. But yeah, they have streets named after SF Rose. Y'all know what though? Anybody care to guess what the street name is that's named after SF Rose? Anybody care to guess? Any guesses before I announce the street names that are named after SF Rose? The street name that is named after you, SF Rose, is called One Way. One Way. Sweet street. Awesome street. Cool street. No. One Way street. One Way street. SF Rose says the only way. Oh my God, I got to go put my boots on. She says the genuine way. Oh my Lord. Yeah, the only way. The only way would work too. Matt Brooks said, I don't get it. You don't get the one-way street part? That means everything has to be her way, Matt. That means she has to have everything one way, her way. Vermont says, I would come up to visit, but she scares me. Come on up, Vermont. Don't be scared of her. Don't be scared of her, Vermont. Matt Brooks says, there's an island in the South Atlantic named Disappointment Island. Well, that's where I'm from, Matt. Disappointment, South Carolina. Disappointment, South Carolina. That's where I live at. Uh-oh. It's the dark side, dude. Love.
Sorry, I wasn't chatting. I'm actually downstairs, so obviously.
SF Rose said, is there one called Miserable Island? That's more suitable for you, hillbilly. Yeah, it's called Jamaica, SF Rose.
See, Eric, I'm here. I've been here. Hi.
SF Rose thinks she's got jokes today. Whenever she leaves the chat, I'll really let her have it then.
After she leaves.
Yeah, as soon as you leave the chat, SF Rose, I'll really let you have it then. I ain't scared.
After she leaves.
Yeah, after she leaves.
Yeah, but she wants it now.
No, she's got to wait. Don't be two-faced like most of you two. No, whenever I got something to say to you, I don't say nothing I wouldn't say to your face, SF Rose.
Is she implying I'm two-faced?
No, I'll tell you.
No, it's completely. I don't care. I mean, I care about her, but
Oh, right. So say it while I'm here. You're the meanest woman on YouTube to the Carolina Hillbilly. And that's a fact. Everybody in the whole world knows that.
Is this all because she wrote you out of her will?
Yeah, she wouldn't adopt me either.
I knew it was something like that.
She wouldn't let me stay in the blue room either. The blue room, she wouldn't let me stay in either. I remember that from a year ago. She pitched a fit.
Yeah, and TR wants to disown me, so.
Yeah, they disowned me too. I thought I had them talked into adopting me, but obviously that fell through. No, it's yours, SF Rose. Permanently yours, SF Rose. Absolutely yours. Well, I went out to the had to go out to the store today. TR didn't want to adopt you, but I did. Yeah, right. Had to get a 50-pound bag of dog food. So I brought the groceries in. I went out there and I snatched up that 50-pound bag of dog food, and I about didn't make it up the steps. My back is killing me.
Yeah, that's why I keep moving. Excuse me for 1 sec. Yeah, I tore it from shoulder blade down to my butt cheek.
I think I got some kind of, I don't know, a pinched nerve or some vertebrae in there that move or something. Because sometimes, dude, I literally fall.
Slip disc.
To my knee. When it hits my back, dude, I go down. I crumple like a wet noodle.
It's like a sciatic nerve.
Yeah, something like that.
The old ladies used to say, my sciatica. Well, now I understand. It's like, yeah, I get you.
And then for a week after I hit the dirt or the floor, wherever I'm at, for about a week, I constantly feel like I got that weak spot in my lower back, like it's going to give way,
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not saying anything. But there's a cold chance. And hi, Aurora.
Hey, Madonna.
Hi, Madonna.
Oh, I know someone who has back issues. You can get some advice from them to help you.
Yeah.
Nah, you get all the advice you need. So you found somebody to do your mowing and your weed eating and your trimming and your house painting and all that for you yet?
No. I like mowing. I just take my time now. It gets done when it gets done. No more hurry up and get it done. It's like, all right, whatever. If I get it done in 2 days, I get it done in 2 days.
Well, you just need to put your foot down and say, Mrs. Vermont, I'm tired of mowing that grass, and you better get out there and get that grass mowed.
My wife has rheumatoid arthritis. Probably not going to happen. She can't even turn the key.
See, if you'd have stayed buddies with the new neighbor next door, you could have got him to mow it for you.
He killed my bunny.
What?
Yeah, my little baby bunny I've been feeding all summer long.
Yeah?
Yeah, they call the Orkin dude there, and they set traps, and not even humane ones.
You're kidding me.
Nope. I'm pretty angry, actually. That's kind of asinine. Excuse my language.
Dude, you better be careful. He might set a dang trap out there for you.
Yeah, well, he's got kids. He's not very smart. He's got a little dog, and he's got little kids. You know, a little kid. Because it had gone underneath his deck. So put some lattice, stop the bunny. Had a hedge and all kinds of other places. I should have trapped it and brought it out to the farm or something.
That's what I used to do with rabbit gums. I'd set rabbit gums, catch them alive, and then take them away from the house or away from the garden and turn them loose, miles away.
Well, there's no garden over there. That's the stupid thing. There's nothing. The rabbit was not being destructive to anything. It was eating all the dandelions and all the weeds that were around.
Yeah, I got one every evening when I go out on the front porch. He comes around the corner and comes down the driveway, and he comes and sits right down at the bottom of the steps and looks at me. I think he's still trying to figure out what I am. And then he'll move over a couple of feet and start eating grass.
Well, this one was tiny when it first started coming out because I think his parent ran over or something. So I fed it, and Ted walked by, and it kind of just scampered. Well, after a while, Ted could walk by, and it just looked at Ted like, whatever.
Now this one will lay down under the escape, and he stretches out like a dog, or he or she, I don't know which one it is, but their whole body's flopped out like a dog, but that head's up with them ears and them eyeballs continuously.
Okay. So, yeah, that's why I'm not really talking to them right now. Great start.
Dude, it got hot down here today.
Not here. We've been raining all day long.
The heat index, after I was on the phone with somebody, I was at the grocery store, was 110. It's clouded up a little bit now, and it's dropped to 106.
It's as hot as it's been all day long, and right now it's 66 degrees.
Oof.
It was 52 most of the day. And we have so much rain. I mean, I actually have rain in my basement over near my furnace, but I have a drain over there. It came down my chimney. So much rain.
Dang.
I got trough just for that reason in the wintertime, because the chimney heats up and it melts the snow. But it's been a long time since that drain's actually been anything in it.
Good thing it wasn't clogged up.
No, I make sure it stays clean. I'm kind of neurotic.
No.
I'll spray bleach it a couple days too, just because I don't want any mold or anything, Maybe a little.
Did you ever figure out what was causing all the flies?
Yeah. Mouse on a sticky trap. I kind of forgot I'd stuck it underneath my table saw because they kept getting into the sawdust and making little homes. So I put sticky trap right there.
Yeah.
There's a cross member that I actually stuck it on the cross member, and I totally forgot I put it there. Sonia said to me one day, she goes, "Well, you sure you don't have a mouse?" I said, "No, I checked on my." Oh, maybe I didn't.
There you go.
Doesn't matter what I do to my house, those mice are going to come in.
Yeah, I have the same issue here. There's the little field mice.
Yep.
You can't keep them out, dude. There's nothing you can do to keep things out.
I had somebody with this big, fancy $2 million home, and they're like, we never get mice. I look around their house, and they have all those little aluminum orchid traps all around the perimeter. I'm thinking, yeah, of course you don't. You pay a pest control company to make sure you don't.
Yeah, remember, I haven't seen them advertised in a long time. Remember, they were advertising every day, those sonic
Yeah,
things you plugged into your electrical outlets.
Yeah, my daughter's, well, now he's her ex-boyfriend, but Alexis's dad, he had a bunch of them because Keurig took them all out, and they were supposed to be great. I had one plugged in down here one day, and I look over, and the mouse is just looking at it. I'm thinking, yeah, that worked good.
Yeah, they were advertising that for cockroaches and ants and mice and all kinds of stuff there for a while.
Yeah, knock on wood, I don't have ants. Of course, I spray the perimeter of my house, but shroud, pier, or beam.
What the hell's pier and beam?
Well, you guys don't have a whole lot of basements.
No, we have no basement.
And you have a modular.
It's concrete pads and cinder block.
You have a manufactured home, don't you? A big one?
Yeah, 80 by 36.
Yeah, that's what my mom has. She loves it. She's ordered exactly what she wanted, and they brought it in. I like them. I've had a couple of them. Up here, there's a couple of the 3-story ones.
I got 12-inch centers on the 2x4s. I got 6-inch walls. I got the special windows. I got tongue and groove roof. I got tongue and groove floor. Everything in this one when I had it built. Right. And they had to put 10 extra tiers of block underneath this. First one they'd ever seen it. They had to put that much block.
Yeah, my mom actually had the mini foundation poured except for one wall. So they brought it in and then set it down onto that foundation and then built the last after they removed everything.
Here's Nookie.
Hey, Peter.
Wow, there's a stranger. I was trying to get Sonia up here before I got to take my break right quick.
No. Must be too much tacos. It's been so long since I've had a taco.
Me too. I love taco salads, dude.
I had corn dogs today.
Maybe hers will come up in a second. I'll be back in just a minute.
I'll be right here. No, Sonia. Oh, wait. There's Sonia briefly. How come I can see her in YouTube and not in? Well, that's just weird. Oh. Well, that's pretty weird, Sonia. You came up in YouTube before StreamYard. And I'm all alone. Hi, everybody. How are you doing? So today on the Carolina Hillbilly 1961, we're going to talk. What can we talk about? Food. We can talk about food. By the way, my corn dogs were vegan corn dogs. They were okay. But I added ketchup and mustard. Outcast Owls Live. I cannot. How are you? Welcome. I'm all alone again. She left. Jeez. So, I don't have really much to say. I've already painted this morning, so I really don't have anything else to talk about. You know, once you paint and you kind of get your painting done, I am working on a new piece, though. It's not hot here. It's very cold, actually. Sweatshirts definitely needed. 52 this morning and then stayed mid-50s all day. Tons of rain. So much rain. But welcome. Sonia will be back after he comes back because, well, I can't leave. Yeah, Maisie, you're getting the other end that I had yesterday. It's like early weather warning for you. If I'm getting it, you will. Pretty likely. Can't believe how bad I've messed up this painting today. Have you ever done something and look at it and go, what?
So Sonya never was able to come up?
No, well, you know what's funny is she came up in YouTube picture-wise.
Yeah.
But I never saw her in StreamYard. I have never seen that before.
Huh. Hey, dude, have you ever heard of a band called... Oh, shoot. I don't know if I spelled it right or not. Aurora, you still in here? Spell that band name again one more time.
Yes, Madonna. That's what I'm working on. I was going to ask you if you think I should put big wings on that thing. He's waiting.
From Sweden. It's a band from Sweden. They sing songs about dragons and dark stuff, Aurora said. There it is, Bloodbound. I knew for some reason I put BLOU. It's Bloodbound.
Does that sound familiar?
Bloodbound. I never claimed to be too smart. I ain't much of a speller.
Oh, that's why, because I've seen their cover. That's right. Creatures of the Dark Realm album.
Yeah. Cover. I'm about to check that out tonight once I get done here and get done with dinner. Yeah, the big wings on the white would be awesome, dude. Not over big, but a little bit big. Madonna said, yes, please, big wings.
Well, see, because in my head, I was thinking like little tiny ones, you know. But I think at least one side needs to have I don't know.
Maisie says, found it on Spotify. I don't have that Spotify thing.
It's dried freaking amazing though.
Spotify is you got to pay for that, don't you?
No, well, you gotta some of them. There are free songs there, but most of them you have to pay for. Yeah,
Yeah, I never
but you
signed
don't
up.
have to pay. You don't have to pay to have it. You have to pay for the songs. Like, say you find one song you want, you can get it.
I wonder if they're on YouTube. They might be on YouTube.
I can check.
Bloodbound. All one word. But yeah, I got to check that out. See what their music sounds like.
Wikipedia, Facebook.
Amazing May says I only pay $10.54 a month for the premium on Spotify.
Actually, yes, they
So
are.
they are on YouTube.
Bunch of them.
Cool. I'll have to check that out.
And actually, April 30th, they just did one.
I hope they have songs with the words because a lot of times if you don't have good quality music, you can't understand the words.
Yeah, I'm certainly not going to play it right this minute. That's for sure. But I'll check it out after.
Okay, Papa Smurf, no worries. I figured she had bad signal. Bad signal. That's what I wrote down, Madonna. That's what I wrote down.
Yeah, because that's actually on the old group, Bloodhound. That's from like 60s, 70s. And I was like, I didn't think you liked rockabilly stuff. And I'm sure that about 1 million other people have sold that name by now.
They're saying a lot of people are making it now on YouTube singing. That's a good thing for the platform also.
It's a huge platform for people.
Yep.
Before, you get 12 people maybe in the bar at your local establishment, and maybe you get 100 people see you in a month. And now you can get 100 people see you in an hour. If you're lucky.
Yeah, and if you're good enough, those 100 people share it with 100 more and 100 more. And next thing you know, a record company is looking saying, dang, that person's got 500 million views. We might need to go talk to that young man or young lady.
And that's when you go, no.
Yeah.
That contract isn't what I want. I've got 5.6 million subscribers. You get over 1 million and you are going to be doing okay.
Yeah.
Because their company's calling you up saying, listen, can we wear my t-shirt?
Yep.
Will you sponsor my earbuds? I get
that Overstay Road over there in the Philippines, dude. He averages about 450,000 views a month. And he has tried and tried and tried and tried to get sponsors. And they don't even talk to him.
Just because of where he is. Or because he
just ain't big enough, dude.
Which doesn't make any sense.
That Indiana gear bag that he pushes and pushes and pushes. He tried that. Last year, he won't ever say what he went there for. But last year, when he came back to the United States, supposedly he hadn't been back in the States in 10 years. He rented a rental car and drove all over the Western United States. He went to Hollywood for a reason, Hollywood, California. And in his video said that whatever it was didn't work out. But he went to Hollywood trying to work out something with somebody. You got to give
American Idol?
He's full of bull most of the time, but he gets lots of views.
Yeah.
Of course, pretty much everybody that's over there gets a lot of views because a lot of military folks were there, and a lot of people, their dads were there, and they heard stories about over there and all kinds of stuff. So
You can tell when they open stuff back up around here and over there too, though, on YouTube, because you go from 100 to 200 views down to 30. You
yeah,
don't have all those people sitting in their house not doing anything.
yep.
Yeah, last year was busy. This year, well, if things go backwards, then we'll be busy again. But hi, Jim. Did I say hi, Jim? Probably not.
Yeah, 2 years ago it was busy too, brother. Good Lord.
Yeah. At the beginning, that was weird. I never ever have gotten an hourglass before on this. My kid must be downloading something. He's going back to work.
Is he?
Got another job. Got offered a job as the number 4 manager of our local grocery store
Oh, that's cool.
for the same AP stuff.
Yeah.
Basically watching the other ones to make sure they don't do anything wrong.
Exactly.
He went in for the interview and the guy went, "Dang, you're big." He is. He's huge. My kid's this wide,
Yeah, they say in the grocery business, a lot of times it's either A, your best cashier, or B, your best manager.
Yeah.
That ends up going down the wrong path.
He was asked by a corporate manager to come work for them. So that's pretty cool.
Yep.
I'd like to be 25 again and start out at like $19 an hour. That'd be cool.
Peter Lloyd said he's in the weeds. Better be careful what kind of weeds you're in.
Yeah, there's poison ivy around here, man. You don't want to be in the weeds around here.
Poison ivy, poison oak, poison sumac.
Yeah, and those raspberry bushes, they're probably the worst ones. We got nettles, stinging nettles.
Yeah.
I had to cut all those because I made the mistake of brushing up against them one day. Those are terrible. They got little tiny needles that kind of stick in your legs and stuff, and you.
See, I don't know what the real name of them is, but back home in the mountains, we had something. We always just called them stinging weeds. And if you're riding your dirt bike up the logging roads and stuff and wasn't paying attention, you brush up against them things, it's like a snake would bit you.
Yeah, those are nettles. Yep, they're horrendous because it's like a painful rash.
One of the problems we have down here too, especially working for utilities, is everybody hates seeing, the phone pedestal or the cable TV pedestal or the electric pedestal in their yard. They plant that elephant grass around it.
Yeah, that's sharp.
That stuff cuts you like a razor, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of snow machine paths around me, and they call that stuff razor grass, and for a reason. Sawgrass, it hurts.
Yeah, you be out there working and it feels like 110 outside, sweating like crazy, and get brush up against that stuff and it rips you open and burns.
Yeah, because you get the nice salt coming off your sweat getting into the cut. It's like great. And of course, now we have the hand sanitizer thing. So what do I do the other days? Get a paper cut. Didn't notice it. I go to grab the sanitizer before I go in the grocery store. It's like, It's clean. It hurts, but it's clean.
You know, that's kind of like when you get the little piece of skin that peels back there at the back of your nail.
Right there.
Something that little can get that sore amazes me.
Or you pull it because it's driving you nuts, and then
it just pulls and pulls, and then it breaks.
Then your finger's going.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. I'd rather hit my hand with a thumb. I mean, my thumb with a hammer. Thank you. It hurts a lot less.
Yeah, that seems to end a lot faster than pulling that skin off like that.
Yeah, I did that yesterday. I'm building a new dollhouse for Alexis, another one. I built a general store. I actually built her a general store dollhouse. It's got the little counter and the stairs that go up to the second story.
Have you built the boat fort yet?
No, but she's already seen the boat. She walked by it on Saturday. She went, or Tuesday. She goes, "Grandpa, that for me?" I was like, "Oh, that's Uncle Dick's." No, Uncle Dick gave it to me. I was like, "Yeah, probably."
Well, the good thing is you ain't got snakes up there. You know, something like that down here, we have to really watch out for that because of the darn snakes.
Yeah, no, just grass snakes, but they're not gardener snake, you know. They're not a big deal. They just eat bugs. Some bigger ones get mice. We do have rattlesnakes in Vermont, though. Way down the bottom where those other people live.
We got several different kinds of rattlesnakes down here.
Yeah, I think they're 22 inches long or something. The tiny ones. What you guys would consider a baby one.
Yeah.
I've seen some of the ones down near you.
We used to have to watch out. Same thing, riding dirt bikes back in the mountains because those timber rattlers was bad to hang in the laurel bushes, and they'd just be hanging, and you go riding through there on the motorcycle.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm hoping they don't come up very far. I don't think they could handle the cold too much, though. I mean, they go underground, don't they?
Yeah, they go underground and hibernate.
But we can get 6 feet of frost sometimes. Some places up here.
Yeah, I don't know what temperature does them in, but they love to come out and lay in the sun.
Well, we hit 42 below last winter a couple times, so chilly. Actually had to put on a coat and a hat. So it gets below zero, I actually have to wear a jacket.
42 below zero, dude. I have everything that I can haul in my truck on. There's employee of the month.
I was wearing a hoodie at 20 below zero, snow blowing the driveway. Hey, Sonia.
Hi. Sorry. You know what happened.
Yeah, you live in New Jersey.
Vermont, make sure that you leave your phone on tonight. I put you down as the first contact for the fire department.
Well, it goes silent at 10 o'clock.
And I know you got to leave it on all night. And I've changed me to number 2 contact. So when she builds the fire tonight, they won't be calling me.
How am I going to? I am not building the fire. I have a live stream to do tonight.
Not to mention, it's kind of warm there.
Yeah. I haven't even looked to see what the temperature is lately. I know it was in the 80s when I was on lunch. So.
Oh, y'all are having a cool wave then.
See the difference between what 6 hours between us? 5.5 hours?
Yeah. Yep.
And there's that big of a temperature. It's 22 degrees difference between the two of us.
Yep.
I'll stay cool.
You get what? a balmy 60 degrees today.
No, I think we hit 66.
Oh, heat wave.
Yeah, that's
And people
I
wonder
just don't-
why,
we
wonder
hit
why I
90
don't live in
twice.
places like Vermont.
We hit
I just don't-
90 twice this year.
I don't understand why there's such a difference in it. Maybe because you're so close to Canada. I don't know.
Because I'm 2,000 plus feet up,
Uh,
and you're almost sea level.
yeah. Okay. Good point.
How
But
far?
if you go down into town, is it warmer?
If I go all the way to Burlington, it is.
Oh, okay.
It must have been chillier up back where you grew up, Hillbilly.
Yeah, but it used to get hot in the summertime, dude. I mean, we get down. Sometimes we'd have like wind chill 10 below or 15 below with the wind chill. But in the summertime, dude, it'd get into the 90s. But when I was a kid, it snowed all the time.
Yeah, we.
I mean,
Last year was the
November,
first time we got
December,
good snow.
yeah, November, December, January, February, it snowed. All Christmases were white. Thanksgivings was white. It used to snow all the time.
Yeah, when I was a kid, my mother made sure if she got a Halloween costume, it would fit over our snowsuits. Because there was going to be snow on Halloween. And now, they're like nylon. Kids are out in t-shirts and shorts.
We used to get sleet and freezing rain on Halloween.
You got snow the beginning of October last year.
Yeah, it's messed up. That's for sure. I mean,
We've
November
had 70-degree
deer
Christmases.
season, you had snow, and now it's
So I heard Lance is coming down and spending a couple of weeks with you, Vermont.
no. They closed. They can't come across yet. And holy cow, Lance is not boondocking. I don't care. That's glamping. The dude has a glass dining room with a glass top wrought iron table. That's not camping. I'm sorry. You got central air conditioning. If your camper has a deck, Hillbilly, that's not a camper.
Yeah.
Dude, if your camper's got a bathroom and a shower in it, that ain't camping.
Oh. I camped and I had a bathroom and a shower.
There you go. Thank you.
That's what the bathhouse at the campground's for.
But I still had wheels on behind and I still towed it.
I'm not using a bathhouse. I'm using my own damn shower.
Yeah. They're not thick enough flip flops. I'm sorry.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry.
The place I stayed, the guy went in the bathroom with a pressure washer. Okay. That's how he cleaned it. Which is smart. You know, it got clean, but I wasn't ever going to use it.
Yeah.
And now it's completely leveled and they're building senior housing condos.
They did that to a bunch of the golf courses down in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
More money.
Started building condos all over the golf courses. Where the golf course used to be, they did away with the golf course and just built condos down the fairways.
They tried to do that with the farm. They tried to buy it for that. And it's all zoned agricultural for the next 100 years. So guess what?
Ain't happening.
I guarantee you after that runs out, there'll be condos or something. Seeing that the old man's now gone, I wouldn't call him old.
See you, Peter. Dude, 3 o'clock this morning.
You're getting spammed a little on the heavy side.
Yeah, it's Friday evening. At 3 o'clock this morning, dude, I jumped straight up out of the bed. I had a cramp in my back left calf. Dude, it took me 10 minutes to get that muscle to break loose. That thing's as sore can be right now. I can't even stand to touch it.
Couldn't even pull your well, you probably couldn't pull your toe back. That's what I always had to do. Just grab like tube socks or something, or my belt, pull back on my toe. Well, now I can touch my toes, but before I couldn't touch my toes.
I just stand on my tippy toes on the leg where the cramp is, and it eases up.
Well, me, that makes it worse. If I tighten that muscle up, it's not happy.
And normally I'll jump out of the bed and put weight on whatever leg it is.
Right. Yeah.
And it breaks loose. But this morning, it wouldn't let go for nothing.
Yeah, see, I gotta pull it back the other way. Charlie Horse. Wasn't that from Lamb Chop Sing Along?
Well, see, a lot of people call that a Charlie horse. But when I grew up, it was a cramp. A Charlie horse is when somebody took their darn knuckle and popped you in the arm or on the leg on your leg.
Oh,
that's a Charlie horse.
In the thigh, yep. Right between the muscles. My brother had perfected the art of exactly where to aim for that one.
Yeah, growing up, that's what a Charlie horse was. That was a knuckle to your muscle, or in, like Vermont says, in your leg.
Yeah.
We used to do that in football. You tackle somebody and be on the bottom of the pile, and you'd be sitting there Charlie horsing the heck out of the running back or wide receiver.
Right in the back of the thigh. Didn't bother the front because they had pads in the front, but there was no pads in the back. Oh yeah, our coach even taught us that. Just above the knee level, just in the back of the leg. Little tendon right there is a little sensitive. I'm not saying violence is a good thing. Violence is not a good thing, but we're talking the 70s and 80s here. I mean, it's a little different.
People try to poke you in the eye.
Yeah, had a shield early. Not the plexiglass thing they have now, but had a lineman's mask, so because guarantee you they'd try to stick their fingers there.
I just saw a guy in a Honda Civic, kid you not, towing a 17-foot camper.
That's crazy.
In the truck lanes.
The brakes aren't even going to stop it.
The camper was bigger than the car was.
Could you imagine if it come one drop of rain at a stop sign and he goes to stop?
Well, this morning I see this idiot go flying by probably 100 miles an hour on a crotch rocket, street bike. Helmet on, t-shirt, shorts. I'm thinking, idiot, you know that there is not a chance that you're going to stop that bike if a car pulls out. Not going to happen. He's going to be a statistic someplace, sometime, if he's that stupid.
Yep.
Just some kid with his first bike and has no clue what rain does to a motorcycle.
And even if he survives the rest of his life, he's going to be picking asphalt out of his legs and his arms and his butt and everywhere else.
Oh, he won't have to worry about that. There'll be no skin. There'll be all skin grafts. He'll have somebody else's skin on him. Because this road out here hasn't been paved in 20 years, so it's that nice. Most of the asphalt sunk down and the little pebbles are sticking up. So it's 20 grit sandpaper basically.
Dude, you see a lot of people down here, I kid you not, driving a motorcycle and have a little kid sitting behind them with holding on with their arms.
Yeah. No. Yeah, there's
And
some
I'm
guy
like, no.
there's a guy that does that around here. It's like, dude, you're an idiot. My kids couldn't ride on my bike, and number one, I have a backrest for me and them, so they're basically in a saddle. But until their feet could physically touch those pegs and their toes could touch the ground, they couldn't ride my bike.
Yep.
You know, if you can't touch your toes on the ground, you shouldn't be on the back of a bike because you're not strong enough to hold on. First date I ever took my wife on was on a different motorcycle, and she wasn't used to holding her legs in tight, and she'd go like this, and the wind would catch her, and it'd be like, I'm driving like this, holding on to her, because of course she's 120 pounds, you know, and she's just about blowing off the back of my bike.
Well, I was telling y'all the other week, old 9-year-old boy passed away from riding a 4-wheeler. You hear that all the time down here. Anywhere between age 5 and 10. All the time you hear that down here. Wrecking on 4-wheelers, wrecking on 4-wheelers.
My granddaughter has a snow machine. She's
Wow.
4. She's got a kitty cat. Granted, it doesn't go fast, but it weighs 3 times as much as she does.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not a big fan of it. Of course, they make her wear a helmet and gloves, and she has to put on her snowsuit. But still, I don't care. We get a lot of the snow machines, like big LT Grays and stuff, with the sleds on the back, pulling their kids, and they're doing 110 miles an hour with the things on the back. It's like, you're idiots.
Yeah, it only takes that quick.
Or that one cable across the opening.
Yeah.
I've hit a couple of those with my Jeep a few times when I was off-roading.
Well, it's like us. We would ride the logging roads on my grandparents, but every now and then, if we wanted to go further, we'd hop on the logging roads that went on other people's property. And the bad thing is, there hadn't been no chains up forever. Well, somebody will come in and buy a piece of it, and you go flying around the corner, and all of a sudden, bam, there's a heavy-duty logging chain and 2 telephone poles across the dang logging road on you.
You see, up here, it's maple syrup piping. They plumb the trees to go down to one tank, so they got all this piping running around through the woods places. You get used to riding in this spot, and all of a sudden, it's like, cool, you got this tube running across.
Hey, Naps or Larisha.
Hi there. Yeah, that and electric fences. Electric fence you can take down, but guess what? It hurts a lot as you're falling into it. Because that will give enough when you hit it, but it bites the living daylights out of you while you're doing it. I did that on a 3-wheeler once. Hit the handlebar with it, and I had my hands on the bar, not on the grips. Lit me up. Of course, I had to pay to fix the fence, too. Come to think of it.
Yeah, it's amazing some of the things that I've survived, and a lot of y'all have survived growing up. I don't know how in the world I'm still here.
Barbed wire fences, electric fences.
We literally, dude, honest to goodness, this is no lie. Up home, we had a bunch of poplar trees. And those wild grapevines used to grow. And
Yeah.
I mean, they'd get up, this big around. But at the top, they're not that big around. Wrapped around the trees. We used to literally swing out off the ridge on the darn grapevines and back.
They're strong, but you're crazy.
Thread. Yeah, you get a hold of it and you think, oh, I'm good to go. Well, now as an older person, they're little bitty twigs up there wrapped around the limbs and the tree.
Did you do the jump test? You climb up a little bit at jump and see if it
yeah. Yeah. Oh,
it's
yeah,
good.
I'm good to go.
Yeah, not thinking that, by the time you swing out, you're 5 times heavier.
Yep.
And it get a little, I might have done that myself, by the way. And you get a little drop, you're like, oh, that was cool. Let's do it again. It's like,
Yeah.
It's saying I'm coming down.
We used to take it even further, dude, in elementary school, because we'd go out for recess. We had a lot of woods there. We'd find trees like this big, shimmy up them and bend them over. And we thought, what a great idea to hold on to the tree. Everybody let go of the tree and you hold on and you go flying up in the air holding on to the tree. A lot of times that didn't work out well.
I'm not going to say I've not done that.
We used to call it tree riding.
See how many times you can go back and forth.
Yeah.
This is not good. We've played way too many of the same sports, apparently. Climbed to the tallest pine tree to see how far up you could get to it.
Yeah, that's where I fell 20 foot, landed flat on my back and couldn't knock the breath out of me. Thought I was dead.
Yeah. Big cedars. If you could pop the top off the top of a cedar, you won.
Yep.
They get a little scary the last 6 feet, by the way. But I mean, come on. They were designed with those perfect handholds. I don't care what you say. Yeah. Maybe lived a little bit of a crazy life. But that was playing, though. That's what we did for fun. You know?
Yeah, I used to get told when I got done with my chores, don't you come back in this house till after dark.
Yeah.
Don't you come back in till after dark. You know, most kids, you know, their parents say, "Oh, you need to be home before dark."
Yeah.
Mine was just the opposite. Don't you come home till after dark. Okay.
Yeah. See, and up here they do granite and marble and all kinds of stuff up here. So we got all these big giant pits that had filled in full of water. Come home soaking wet. Your mother's like, "Where'd you go?" That way. Okay. Take it off on the porch and get inside. It's like, she didn't care.
Yeah, it was a crazy time. I used to grab. I had one of those, you know, in the Boy Scouts back then. They used to let you bring home the little one man pop up little tent.
Yep.
And shoot, and they let you keep it at home. Our scout troop did. Dude, I'd go camping by myself all over up at my grandparents'. Nowadays, people are scared to let their kids get out of sight.
If I came home, my mom kind of was happy, but you know, "Oh yeah, I'm here." Not really, but I'm telling you I'm here. Okay, good. Click.
Yeah, it was a different world back then, dude.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know necessarily if it was a different world or if it, you know, a lot of people say it wasn't a different world. It just things weren't reported as much. I don't believe that. I still think it was a different world back then.
Well, we were brought up very differently. If you didn't learn to take care of yourself quite a bit earlier, nobody was going to. You know, you weren't going to be handed anything.
Yes, I'd be telling my mom I was wanting to get a car. She goes, "You got the down payment yet?"
Yeah.
No. Can you afford your insurance yet? No. Nocturnal Nation, how you doing today?
My mom's statement was, "Yeah, the bike shop's down the road. Start with that, but you best have a job to pay for it." That's why I said I started at 10 years old delivering newspapers. You look at my Social Security thing, and my first Social Security payment I was 10 years old, 1976.
Yeah, nice try, dude.
Yeah, well, that's how old I was.
Yeah, right.
I actually remember the bicentennial train coming into town. They actually had that train for the bicentennial.
That's because you were the 3,000-year-old old man driving the bicentennial train. Don't even try it.
I was just a kid.
Yeah.
I know what year I was born. It says so on my driver's license.
Somebody lied to you, dude.
Well, nah, it's pretty easy because I'm 55. My sister's 56. My brother's 57. My other sister's 58, and my sister that passed away was 60. And my little brother's 2 years younger than I am. They were active almost every year. Kick out a kid.
Yeah. Have you seen the Rocket Man around LAX?
Whoa, what? Wait.
Premier Hell.
Hey, Premier Hal.
What's
How are
up,
you?
kitty?
I was just thinking about him the other day. Oh, I'm
The
glad.
naked kitty.
Sonia,
Yeah.
remember I told you about the guy that did the live streams with the kitty?
Yeah.
Like Lance has been playing with? Well, that's Premier Hell. That's the original.
He's the original naked kitty.
Oh, okay.
He's the guy that helped me out with a lot of my technology stuff I have.
But yeah, there's a Rocket Man at LAX Airport, Vermont. That's what the pilots are reporting. Is it looking like at 5,000 feet?
Flying one of those things.
Jetpacks. But everybody's saying they don't think that the jetpack would get them up that high. They think that somebody's tricking them and got a drone, and they've tied a dummy to a drone and taken it that high.
Very possible.
But it's been 2 or 3 reports now from different pilots, and it's all right at 5,000 feet around LAX.
Which would be weather balloon height, give or take. So,
Yep.
yeah, could be very much so, because you're not going to really see a weather balloon. Some of those.
Premier Hale said, I was lurking in your stream the other day, Vermont.
Thank you. Yeah, I keep checking to see if you're around, man.
The original naked kitty.
Super smart man. I love his streams. Thought they were
Yeah,
funny.
I was on back when I was traveling on the road. I found him one night at like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. I bet it's fake. That's extremely unsafe. Yeah, I'm thinking so too, Premier. I think it's probably somebody with a big drone trying to pull a hoax.
Because you can't really breathe at that height.
But it's still pretty unsafe to have a drone right there in that. Apparently that's a pretty
It's busy.
used height at 5,000 feet coming into LAX.
Oh, yeah. Just about every height is around LAX. They stack them up like cordwood over there. You guarantee you that will get taken down eventually, whatever it is.
So, Sonia, since Jim's not there to cook for you, what you going to have for dinner tonight? A sandwich?
Nah, I'll probably make a burger.
Ooh, burgers.
We all know she's stopping at Dunkin' Donuts.
I already did that.
Of course she did.
Did that before I got on the Parkway.
You should see her on the way home the other day, Hillbilly. It's like, wait, how far do I have to go to the Dunkin' Donuts? I mean, the thing comes up on 2 wheels. Well, first off, this is the first time I've ever seen her go in the actual entrance. Normally, she goes in the exit. She's got to get to the Dunkin' Donuts. Then,
What you still have is they have the entrance first, and you have to make a right and go all the way around the building. That's like, what kind of setup is that?
so she just cuts out the middleman and goes right.
Why go do all that when I can just go in the driveway and go straight?
Wow.
He's like, it's on the left past the Wawa.
Yeah, I knew where it was.
Premier Hell says, I've been messing around with Minecraft lately, doing some interesting stuff. I hear you, dude.
It's very nice to see you.
Yeah, I hope you're doing well, my friend. I truly do. Jim says, well, folks, Time for me to go to my Masonic function. Enjoy your evening.
We will. We'll cause all kinds of chaos. I mean, we'll be good. No, we won't. We'll cause chaos. We will.
That's an interesting word, function.
Function.
That covers a lot of gray area.
That's a nice way of saying
Function.
he's going to sit around and somebody else is going to talk.
That kind of covers all the bases, so anybody can't ask you questions. Well, where were you at? I was at the function. Instead of saying I was at the meeting or I was at the dinner or I was at the bar drinking, I was at the function. That covers you all the way around.
That's a pretty PC statement, isn't it?
Well, Jim is kind of a PC kind of guy.
He's going to the red room.
Jim
Going
says
to the
it's
red
a
room?
dinner meeting.
Going to the red room.
Yeah, that's what it's called, the red room.
The red room here has got a whole different meaning.
Premier
That's what
Hale-
he's talking. A red room dinner meeting. That's what he called. It's a past masters meeting or something.
Rear Hale says it's been going up and down. The bull they're putting me through is wrong. I hear you, brother. You just got to hang in there and whatever it takes, buddy. Whatever it takes. Speaking of that, I got to get off from here, y'all.
Oh, yeah. I
It's
just,
almost 5:15.
I'm 10 minutes late. Great.
I've been trying to stay in a good mood. Well, hang in there, buddy. Come back and visit us, dude.
Yeah.
Every time I see Tony Damien, I ask her if she's seen you. It's a past Masters Dinner Club. Red room is because the room they originally met in was red.
There you go.
Well, I got a painting that has the lady in red. Does that count for anything?
It'll be going out tomorrow, actually.
Okay, Napsarish, I'm going to call this a wrap, folks. Everybody have a safe weekend. Please have a safe weekend. Everybody check your local areas because a lot of areas are on the lockdown. So make sure you stay up to date on what's happening in your local areas because things are changing by the minute from what I'm seeing on the internet. Jim says nope. Dang.
I think I'm going to take my shoes and drive in my socks.
Thanks.
That's a little more information than I needed to know about this time of day. But anyway, I appreciate everybody coming. Everybody stay safe. Have a great weekend. And always remember, be good to yourself and be good to each other. And I'll catch y'all hopefully tomorrow. See you guys.
Yeah.
Don't forget Sonya tonight, live. 8 o'clock.
Yep.
8 o'clock, y'all. Sonya will be live at 8 o'clock. See y'all.